What a nice fucking weather. I mean, if the weather would be like this in Sweden all year round, look at this beautiful, like it's sun, it's hot, it's quite like about, let's say 25, 26 degrees Celsius, but still the sky is a little bit cloudy, which makes a very beautiful view, like landscape. So beautiful, fucking believable. I mean, if the weather would be like this in Sweden the whole fucking year, we will be like 100 millions here, you know. That's fucking incredible. Cheers. I have another beer, the last one. Look at this beautiful view on the back side. Unbelievable. I hope this don't fucking rains or something, because that will turn my enthusiasm away, you know. Really fucking beautiful. I mean, how much the sun means to us, it's unfucking believable, you know. It's unbelievable, because people in the countries where it's fucking shitty weather, like here in Sweden, for example, or Finland or Norway, this is why they become a little bit, you know, I don't know, weird when they are a little bit older, you know, and they just, I don't know, stay at home and read the horoscope or some shit like that. No. Because it's the sun who makes us, you know, makes us happy. We need the sun. No, we need, actually, until I moved to Sweden, I was not so, what sun, what the fuck is that? I mean, I lived 8 years in Portugal, where they have, like in Lisbon, where it's like 300 or 250 days of sun every year. I didn't thought that it's so important, the sun, because I said, what the fuck, the sun, the weather doesn't really matter. So I can immigrate to Sweden, I can buy a better apartment, I can buy a new BMW or something. And I have those things now, and actually kind of, I don't say regret it, but I can see now, anyway, I can see now what the sun means to a person. Well, bird, I hope it doesn't attack me or something. Oh. Actually, the weather is quite important for our mood. What the fuck? Get away from here. I've been attacked by birds before, and they don't actually attack you, they just fly around to try to intimidate or something. I don't give a shit, they can't do so much. But so as I said, if you live in one of these countries where the summer, let's say, is not so long, you know, and the sun is not so, you start to put value on each hour of sun, you know, like you never did before, because you see how well people feel, how nice people feel when it's the sun, it's nice weather, you can stay outside, you know. Because basically in these Nordic countries, the people don't stay so much outside, you know. I mean, of course, because of the weather, you wouldn't be outside if you're like -10 or something, or -5 in the winter. So of course it's the same thing in Canada or some part of the US or another. That's normal. But my point is that you actually feel the difference, like how good you feel when you have a lot of sun, when you have a lot of nice weather, you know. And actually this economic thing, you know, what, having a nice new car or having a nicer apartment or nicer house, actually they don't contribute so much to our happiness as we may think. For example, look in the backside here, there are very nice villas and everything. Of course that anybody would like a nice villa, you know, with a boat place or something, with a deck anyway, or some swimming pool or some shit like that. But actually the happiness don't really, I mean, I realize that, and now I want to share it with you. The happiness don't really come from these things, you know. When I was a child in Romania, we had a 2-room apartment, we went out and we felt happy. Basically the happiness comes from how you feel inside you, which person you meet, which friends you have. This is mostly, of course, that there are some people who are kind of lonely but they are not happy. I don't think so. I think that if you have nice people around you and you go out and you have fun, and you, as a child or a teenager or adult, doesn't matter, this is what makes you happy, not the belongings, the things that you own. Like, yeah, of course, if you, I mean, let's say if you would own I don't know, new top of the line Ferrari or Lamborghini or Bugatti or BMW or Jaguar or something, of course you will be like the first few months or something, you will be like, wow, this, what a fast car, what, you know. But that's not really happiness. It's just kind of, I mean, it's a nice toy or something. Yeah, it's a nice toy. The people around you are impressed and you get a kick out of that, you know. Oh, some people, you know, some girls turn their head and blah blah blah. And it even may help you to pick up some hot girls. That's possible, you know, with a nice car, absolutely. I have a new BMW now. It's 1 Series. It's not, of course, it's an M-Power, but it's not the more expensive one or something. It's one of the cheapest. But after a few months, you know, it's I have it now for 1.5 years or something. When I just drive to work and drive back, I don't know if it's worth it to have paid so much money for it. So actually, it's like I said, it's basically the situation that you are in, the people that you are. You can be like, for example, on a beach in some, I don't know, let's say not poor country, but for example a normal country like Brazilian, for example, Brazil. If you have a nice friends and you have a nice group of people that you're going out with, and you have a nice ambient, you are happier than if you compare it where, for example, if you live in some Nordic country and you have a villa and a nice car but you're alone, for example. This could be a good comparison. So I think it's mostly that the company that you have, the social life that you have, that makes you happy. And it's a big thing also is the weather, because let's say if you live in the north of Norway, let's say, for example, if you would have like, I don't know, 10 million euros and you would live in the north of Norway. Let's say if somebody would say to you, okay, what would you choose? To have 10 million euros and live in the north of Norway in some kind of fucking icy, where the winter is like 10 months a year place, and have this money and of course can afford to have a good life, or to live in I don't know, it's a country with much better weather, for example, and beaches and people, you know, like Spain, for example. In the south of Spain, I think that Spain is the most wonderful country in Europe to live in. And to be a normal person, what would you choose? I think, of course, many people would go for the 10 million and say, oh, okay. But I think with this 10 million, yeah, you could, of course, have a much better house in the north of Norway. You can have much better situation, you know. But if you would be alone, I mean, of course you could get a women from Thailand, from I don't know, from Southern East Asia, because the problem is that the women from the Northern Europe are not really appetite. I mean, they look good, but they have this kind of, I don't know, this kind of cold way of being. Of course, it don't apply also for the only for the Northern Europe. It also applies for Germany or something. So let's say, okay, you bring a woman from Thailand or something, from Cambodia, from Vietnam. Yeah, it could make your life better, but this would be like your own bubble, you know, just being at home, you know, and having a jacuzzi or something. But I think after some times you would really shit in those things, you know, the luxurious home or boat or cars, and you would live like a life like in Spain, where people are happy, you know, and people are on the street, you know, a lot, and having a lot of fun and everything. I think this is mostly about it. I open another beer, sorry. Hope I can do it with this. Yeah, just make this like this. Fuck. So, cheers. Basically, I say that I'm not saying that these countries are not good, Norway, Sweden, Finland, whatever, but you see around me, like, nobody, it seems like these houses are almost empty, you know, people are so, I don't know, it's like they're not alive or something, they're just staying, you know, just looking at you, you know, don't have so much, how can I say, it's like they don't have they don't have feelings, basically. They just stay staring at you or something. They are mostly like concerned about not being too loud or something, or too, I don't know, that's really fucked up, you know, like they're just staying and staring at motherfucking nature and birds or something, and that's not what's life about it. I mean, just to be quiet like a fucking bird or something, I don't know, it's a cat or whatever. Anyway, that's how it is. Basically, like I said, if you want to have a fun life, don't choose a Northern Europe. Because here's life is not so funny. Choose, I don't know, Spain or something, or one of these countries where people are more sociable, have more outgoing, you know, they like more to go out, to have fun. He is mostly staying at home and, you know, say, okay, the nature is so beautiful, I watch the birds and all this shit, but this don't make you happy, this makes you fucking crazy by time. This is how is the reality, so yeah, that's how it is. And people know it here, and I think many people from Northern Europe actually, they choose to move from here, they choose to move away from here, they choose to move in Spain, in Portugal, in Thailand, anywhere in the world, Brazil, where they can, because life here is so fucking boring. I mean, just look at, just look around you, just look. Of course, you can say, yeah, there are villages like this in America, anyway, that's true, but still the people, I mean, I watch sometimes these YouTube videos from America with people making jokes and everything. I don't know if they would work here in Sweden. I think if you make some little bit harder jokes like they make in America, maybe some people would call the police on you. I don't know, some girls, you know, if you make, especially if you make some jokes on girls, oh, they would be like, oh, you don't respect women, blah blah blah. this I don't like here in Sweden, that people, if you come from outside, they don't understand that there are different cultures, you know. It's basically the relationship between men and women, you know, and other countries can be different, but in a good way. It doesn't mean that we are like, I don't know, to oppress women or something. For example, in Romania, that's not true. That's just, we just have a little bit different view and a different approach about these things, you know. So, but like I said, here sometimes people they look at you like if you would come from, like if you come from some cave or something. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, the weather is becoming a little bit shitty, so I mean, look at my back. It's a little bit, it seems that a storm or some shit will come, so I don't want to be yeah, in a storm here on the lake, so I think I have to say to you bye bye. And yeah, it's Swedish summer, Northern Europe summer, you know. This is how it looks like sometimes, basically. But the good thing that we have the beer, and the good thing that I talked to my son earlier that he's in Portugal with his mother, you know, for 3 weeks vacation, and they have a nice weather, and I'm here in this fucking cloudy weather. Fuck that shit, you know. The beer always wins. So now I really have to end the vlog and starting to heading home, because it's a little bit worrying to see how the fucking weather is. It looks like not the most let's say appetizing weather to be outside in, you know. If it starts to rain, this boat, a little boat that I have, it can be problems, you know, for me. So look, some birds try to intimidate me again, you know? Yeah, flying close to me now. Yeah, that's how it is. This is the summer that we have in Sweden. And this with Stockholm here, so it's about 660 kilometers from the south of Sweden, so it's not so north that you can be, you know, but still it's shitty weather sometimes, you know, in the summer. Oh, sorry about that. Anyway, I would not edit this video because of the ball thing. Fuck it, it's a normal human thing, you know. I'm a human, I'm not a fucking robot, so okay. Thanks for watching. If somebody watched this video, and sorry again. See you next time. The beer always wins. The beer makes you feel better. I had about 4 of them today. So, fuck it. Signing off, like my favorite YouTuber says, Harald Balder.